I want to talk about this thing of Home Affairs, Minister of Home Affairs. Now, there are people who say some South Africans are hypocrites. Why? Because now this thing, because it is spoken by a white person who is a minister and all of that, and then they are not responding or they are not going up and down against the Minister of Home Affairs. Now, let me jump. And if you are out there and you are thinking the same thing, okay, and your argument is based on what the people of Soweto did when it comes to Dada Murero. Okay? Now, I want to say, guys, that this thing of Dada Murero, when he spoke that thing he spoke, you must remember that Dada Murero is actually a mayor. Okay? In Gauteng, he's a mayor. That means he's taking care or is responsible around Gauteng as a mayor. He is not a national mayor. He is a Gauteng mayor. Whatever he says on a podium, if the people of Gauteng, listen to me, not people of Mpumalanga, not people of Eastern Cape, but people who are living in Gauteng, if they don't like what he says, because whatever he says is going to affect them in Gauteng. Okay, so that means it's not a national thing. That is why you saw the people of Soweto only, and maybe other people around Gauteng came together, took their CVs, and went to his office. Okay, not to the office of the national whatever, because he's a mayor. They went to the office and take their CVs there. Why? Because it's a provincial thing. Okay, let's move on now and let's get into the Minister of Home Affairs. Minister of Home Affairs, we all know, is a national minister. That means whatever he says, if it is not liked, it is not liked by South Africans in South Africa, not in a certain province, but nationally. That means if we don't like something that the minister says, it means it affects all of us. That means it is going to be all our responsibility. That means to take all our CVs there and go to the Home Affairs. Okay? It is not like it's a provincial thing. It's a national thing. It's a Minister of Home Affairs. Now, I'm saying this because he spoke about bringing people who are foreigners. I think there was a post I saw. I don't know if that post is true actually, because it is actually specific when it comes to who are the people that he thinks of bringing here as highly skilled people who are going to work in South Africa. Okay? Now, listen guys, it is wrong in all terms. You can look at it in whatever way you want to look at it. Okay? It is wrong. Now, this is what bothers me when it comes to these ministers who think that they are better maybe because they are a different color, and then they can say the same thing that a black person has said, which black people actually they were against, and then when he comes because he's white and because he's from a party, the white party and everything, and then when he says it, and then we are going to accept it. He must think again. We are not going to do that because, okay, for me, on my side, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you are going to say anything that is going to affect South Africans, it is going to be wrong. And I'm not going to take it, and I'm not going to accept it. It doesn't even matter which party it comes from. Even if the progressive caucus, if it was the government and they were doing something that I didn't like, I was never going to say, yeah, it is nice, we are going to accept it. No, I'm going to be critical on them because they are in government, because at the end of the day, it affects the people. Okay, so the Minister of Home Affairs, whatever he's trying to do, it is not good. If he thinks that because it comes from him, then maybe he thinks that we are going to accept it. Okay, that I'm going to accept it. Okay, I don't think it's a good thing because it is the same thing as Dada Murero tried to do. Okay, bringing people who are foreigners. But you must also, guys, understand that between Murero and the Minister of Home Affairs, their reasoning is actually a bit different, because Dada Murero said, because of the language barrier between South Africans and maybe people who are from other countries. When they are arrested, okay, it becomes a problem when it comes to the communication thing. Okay, so then he says to us that I was thinking of maybe if we can bring some people, maybe not a lot of them, but some people who can assist when it comes to the language. Okay, but now the Home Affairs Minister, all he says, we are thinking of hiring, highly skilled. Now, that is offensive, actually. Highly skilled, what do you mean? Do you mean that there are no South Africans who are highly skilled? Highly skilled how? Now, this is actually an insult if you ask me. You see, I don't know why people actually think that, especially politicians, they think that, in South Africa, the people of South Africa, I don't know, they treat us as if like, we can't do it. We can't make it. We can't actually do any jobs. That means if there is a job that is sort of like a bit whatever, according to them, maybe it's difficult or maybe it requires a highly skilled person. Now, tell me guys now, I don't know if this is me or what, but you cannot walk around South Africa and tell me that the whole South Africa, there is nobody who is highly skilled as those people that you want to employ, who are foreigners. You want to bring them in South Africa, and you are telling me that there is no one in South Africa that can be able to do that job and do it well. Okay? There are many. Now, people think that now because you are calling people from some other European country, and then it thinks that maybe we will accept it because it's European people, and then because now it's African people, and then it's not we have to reject now because it's just European people, French, whatever, and then we are going to say, no, I think it's fine because no, it's still foreigners. Okay, because one thing I know is that somehow you are going to not retrench, but you are going to remove other people from those posts that you want to put people in, unless you are telling me that you are going to keep everyone and then you are going to actually put those people on top of those people. Okay, now I really don't know what is going on in this government of GNU, but these things that they are doing, especially these ministers or that are coming from other, especially the DA, I don't know what is going on. I really don't know what is happening. You see, guys, there is one thing that you need to understand when it comes to South Africa, and people, they must remember this always, that black people in South Africa, they are a majority. And unfortunately, it seems like we are a minority at some point. Somehow, it seems like we are a minority. It's like they want to just take us away and just put us aside and just bring everyone that they like, everyone that they want to bring. And then you guys, you can just stay aside, and then we will just put people that... What is going on in that? Anyway, let me not talk too much. Tell me, what do you think, guys, about this thing of minister wanting to employ some people from some country here who are highly skilled? What do you think? So tell me in the comments, like, share, subscribe, and do the do's. If I'm shouting, sorry, but that's how I am. Thank you, guys. You have a good day.